horn. But I was wrong. And for my misstep did La Habrea and Emetzelka pay the ultimate price, leaving me the last of the unsundered. My remaining brethren, fragmented as they are, cannot hope to see our mission to its end. Forced by me alone. Defeat is not an option. I will strike you down. I will resurrect Lord Zodiac, and I will bring back those who sacrifice themselves to call him forth. Though it take 1,000 years, upon my honor as Elidibus, emissary of the convocation of 14, I will see this done.
Oh, Vol. Oh, fuck off.
Oh, whoa.
Those who once relied upon you are no more.
3, 2, 1, go.
They're all gone.
What of it? I have my mission.
Then who are you fighting for?
I am Elidibus, and it is my duty to steer mankind and the very star upon their true course. This I swore to someone.
Oh, his fucking voice. Oh,
We
stop.
spoke, and I swore. What? What did I?
Oh, man.
This pain, this torment is nothing. No more than must be suffered to deliver the world from its doom. No more than any of you malformed creatures have known.
Hello. How's it going?
Should you lose all?
How are you guys doing? Sorry, there will be no camera on today. My head hurts. I don't know how even long I'm gonna go for tonight. My head is very hurty. So I am going to go no camless. It's going to be a how do I say? I'm just gonna do some labbing and just yapping. I don't know how long I'm gonna stream for, but we'll see. But yeah, how are you guys? What's up, Skrill? How are you doing? How are you, madam? Hopefully you're doing well. Okay, so my goal for today is going to be I'm going to be working on some wake up options and just trying to rework things as much as I can. Watch your stream, how are you doing? Hopefully. How's your night going? I'm sorry, my brain is not working too well. My brain is very foggy today. Your brain is kaput? Oh no. Your brain's kaput. What's up, Lagged? How are you doing? Hope you're well. Getting by? Sometimes that's all we can do, you know? Sometimes that's all we can do. Does this work? Okay, hold on. 7. Too quickly, I think. Huh. I think they're still in block stun there. All right, so let's point this over there. Let's close this. I forgot that my audio was turned off from a stream I was watching. There we go. We should be good now. Just given the daily log, 18th of September 2025. 2 months and 2 weeks without Xbox. Oh no. Xbox Cloud. Does that work well? Is there a lot of lag? Hello? Weird. Ignace, what's going on, homie? What about if I just do fireball here? That should work. Oh, it's 4. How much time do I have there? Should have a lot of time, to be honest. Still +3. 6 still, 2 points. I might be able to steal a turn there. I'm not close enough. Okay. I'm not close enough. Maybe. It's just that I'm not close enough, and I'm 1 frame off from it being a trade. Problem is that they could jump out of this. That's the issue. That's the bigger issue. Yeah, no, the issue is that I'm trying to space this out. Like, I can't do it anymore. I'm rusty. I'm trying to space that out. Nah. Yeah, I was trying to set up something automatic, you know what I mean? But I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible to have it automatically space trap. I think you have to do the delay. I think the delay allows you to get closer and pushes you out. For an example, in times in which like this was just straight up whiff, I think let's try foot on thing there, right? I think in times where that will whiff, a delay won't. You know what I mean? So like here, that will whiff. But here shouldn't. But like Trying to eyeball this is hard, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to think of like ways to like think of it. Bump 4, 5, 6. I think here should work, but you might have to do like a slight walk forward. So for anything, I think this works here. But you have to do a slight walk, and you have to do a slight delay as well, which apparently I cannot do today for some reason. It's a good thing I'm not playing actual games today. I don't feel so hot today. Bum 2 5. This feels like it should work, though. I don't think I'm hitting the frame right. Yeah, see, I'm just too far. Oh, it worked! Oh, shit! It finally worked!
It's been a while.
Hey,
Hope
Nico.
you're doing well.
I've been okay. I really appreciate the sub. Thank you so much. Hopefully you're doing well. How goes things? How's work been? Thank you for the support, as always. A slight walk works, but it's too specific. That works, actually. Slight walk forward there so it connects. That works fine. How Silk does? How's Silk Song? Yeah, those games are very hard. Made you cry? It's the sound of, it's a sign of a gig game. That's hard though. Does this connect? No. Slight walk forward. That's too hard though. Okay. Just an idea that I had. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. As I said, there will be no camera on today. Turn on my fan. Yeah, no, I've played Hollow Knight. I enjoyed it. Hard though. I do enjoy those kind of games. So, but you kick ass in Celeste, so I feel like you would do both well in Hollow Knight and Silk Song. Yeah, I did well. I did okay. I did not get the good ending though. I was looking into how to speedrun in Hollow Knight, but ultimately it was very, very hard. A lot harder than Celeste was. So here's what I'm going to be doing, chat. I'm going to give you the rundown of like what I've been thinking about and like why I am going to be changing up how I do things. I'm going to show you what I mean. What the fuck? Thank you so much for the 2 subs, dude. Appreciate it. My homie. My goat. My inspiration. Thank you so much, dude. You are an absolute sweetheart. I appreciate you. All love, man. Thank you so much. As a reminder, y'all, it is going to be it's September. That means it is, I believe, 25% off of all subs. So if you guys ever wanted to donate to me, if you guys ever wanted to give of me, if you wanted to help your boy out, your NB out, your girl out, whatever, auntie, unk, if you want to support me in any way, now's a good time since you won't get ads. You get more time with me, and it's a good support to the stream. I take no sponsorships. You know, this channel, this stream is sponsored by you, dear viewer. So I appreciate you. Nico, thank you so much.
_strife just subscribed. Nico _calico gifted a tier 1 sub.
Thank you so much for the 2 gifted.
Ice Lord 561 just subscribed. Nico _calico gifted a tier 1 sub to Ice Lord 561.
I still haven't come up with a way to fix it so that it doesn't say all of the subs. I at some point do have to figure that out so it doesn't say everyone's name. But again, thank you, friend. I really appreciate you. All love. Thank you so much. Where was I? Fuck, I don't know how to I never know how to like dive off of subscriptions, but I really appreciate it, guys. How do I explain? An outfit mod? No, this is actually in the game now. They added this. This is her costume 4. It is a collab outfit. So the idea that I had is that I got frustrated with always having to deal with wake up options. And what I mean by wake up options is like the idea of if I knock a person down, it's like this, me being so close here, I'm susceptible to like their wake up option, right? So it'll be hard to show this. Right? That could have been a perfect parry. Hanma, do you know how to set it up so that it perfect parries? I don't think there's a way to do it. That's the homie. Oh wait, I see. Wait, how come I didn't do it? There it is, right? So like that's the fear there, right? Is the fact that like that happens or that happens, right? And, like that's the part that like sucks, is the fact that like you're susceptible to like you're susceptible to the parry. And that's what's kind of frustrating. Thank you, Hanma. Appreciate it. On top of it, when I get close and I go to strike, I'm susceptible also to this, right? I'm susceptible to this. It's annoying. It's super annoying. Isn't there a way to Kara? Oh, word? That's cool. So on top of it, when I'm close, I have to deal with the option of a strike. But the thing about strikes is that I can attack those, right? I don't have a problem with that. Same thing as throws, right? But again, I have to deal with the threat of parry as well, right? I have to deal with the parry. And you might say, like, oh, if you're afraid of a wake up, which is I have like advocated for, is this. You like block first and then strike. But the problem with like that delay strike, doing something along the lines of like this, right? So that if they do attack, you block it, is that you're still susceptible to a throw, right? But you can do a delay throw. But if I do a delay throw, sometimes I'll still get caught by the Shoryuken, right? If I don't delay enough. And then you might say, well, just make sure you delay right. But if I also do that, I also have to deal with their bullshit there. They can strike me. Yeah, I was thinking about I was thinking about that being +1 and doing an attack. I don't know a setup that would be +1 on 37. Oh, duh, right? What is that, 26? I don't have a 25. 29. 29. 27. I don't think I have a 28. I don't. $36. 35, yeah. Is that how it works, or do I have to be 0? Maybe I got to be 0. It's possible I have to be 0. 28. I don't think I have a 28. 7. I think I got to be 0. There's a way to Kara an attack. What's this? 31. Same deal. I don't think I have a 31. 34. 36. 35. 40. $32. Don't have a 32. A 34 though. 28. So something like this should work. Yeah. So that works. Go. What, heavy punch? A forward medium punch? Oh. Regular go. Oh, you mean unenhanced, right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So if you look at Juri here, she starts up her first frame of the light punch. See? She starts it up. Here. Right? And I can't block there, right? I can't block. But I can parry. The reason is why. And you see it here. The first frame of you see like you see the parry frame here. No, sorry. You see the first frame here of my light punch, and then the parry head came out. That's because you can always cancel an attack with a special on the first frame. It's called a Kara. So technically, if there is a time where you think a person's going to wake up with a reversal, if you do it on the same frame, you can always like reversal back or parry or basically do another attack. You know what I mean? You could like cancel it to something else. So that's an option too. It wouldn't work with reversals because you wouldn't have the screen freeze. But for screen the freezes, that is an option. So yeah, that is an option, but that's not what I wanted to look for. Essentially, like what I'm trying to look for before I went on this tangent is that the way that I explained it, I think it was to you, Hanma, is your goal in this game is to punish an action. Oh, what's up, Twink? How are you doing? Good to see you. Your goal in this game is to punish an action. How you do that changes. Do you want to punish it on startup? You want to whiff punish it? You know, like what is your like goal here? So the way that I view it is instead of trying to stuff things or like guess between strike and throw, because, you know, if I'm trying to like bait out a strike or a throw or something, I'm still always susceptible to like that. Same thing for like drive, reversal and stuff. And the idea came to me a little while ago, and I like talked about this called, you know, the Rough Rider. And it's this option here. How you can play in this range here, which is in a lot of cases, it's outside of like strikes. Maybe not Ryu because, you know, yeah, right? So that is like, this will force like a whiff. And the thing about it is that blocking an attack, you know, you only have 4 frames to block it. And after you block it, you know, you're fine, right? But you only have 4 frames to block it. And you have 4 frames to stuff it before it becomes active, right? But if you think about it, if you make it whiff, you have a lot more frames, right? You have a full, like, you know, to whiff, punish it. You've got 10 frames. So instead of trying to like punish it like that or like this, if you make it whiff, you have a lot more frames to do so. And you get more damage off of it. On top of it, you do avoid reversal. You avoid Shoryuken. If they parry, you avoid that as well. And of course, you have to look out for things like crouching medium kicks, which I don't think you can walk backwards on, right? But you can block low here, right? Like that. A big thing too is the fact that even though you're blocking, since you're not in range, right? If you go for a throw, usually for stuff like this here, if you block here, you get thrown, right? You can't like, right? You can't stop and like block, right? Even if you stop and block, let's say the reversal. You're still in range of a throw. I guess in that case you're not, right? Oh, that's right, because let me see. Yeah. Here, you're out of range, right? But here, you're in range. Which, if you're that close, you're forced to make a decision, right? You're forced to tech a throw. And a lot of times, if you, like, delay tech, what ends up happening, at least to me, and I'm getting, like, all this stuff is, like, based around, like, my instance, my experience. A lot of times, people will, I don't know the proper name, I call it anti-shimmy, because you're doing it on your knockdown, right? Is I'll do this, and I'll whiff my throw, which, now, I'm punishable, right? It's because I'm close and I'm forced to make a decision as well, you know? And blocking is a decision. But if you look at the difference here, I'm much further out here. This range here, I can really only get attacked by like lows. And like, I think that's like good. With that being said, let's say I knock down and I'm here. You might think, well, kill, you're out of range of throw. It's like, but watch how fast I get in range of throw. Right? No time. No fucking time. Whoops. I'm still in range of throw. Not only that, I'm also still in range of like attacking. So at that range there, not only am I safer in theory, right? But also I'm still in like a lethal range. I'm still in a range where I can still attack. You know what I mean? So with that being said, I like thought about it. I'm like, is there a time in which I can be in range to attack and be a threat while also being out of range of their counter attacks? Because here they're not going to like go for a throw, right? But this is where like stuff like that comes into play. Oops. Right. I could make them flinch there. So my goal is to look at knockdowns in which I can still be in somewhat range. You know what I mean? Like where I can be in range to attack. So I'll give you a good example. I had a small set with Hanma yesterday. What's up, Farks? And they did this to me. They did. What was it? I think they did like this. I think they did that. What's up, Luna? And like, this caught me off guard. I could have striked, but he knows I'm not gonna. I guess I couldn't have, right? Like, I think he might. I think he might have did this, which would catch me. Like, that's not gonna work, right? But like, you see how like I'm like out of range there. But like even more so, we usually would do something like we would do like this, right? But like instead of going in for like the dash, yeah, but the problem is that if I backdash and I throw on for first frame, you're only +9, so you might want to, if you delay, of course, you're fine. But like, you know, you might want to like play around with this too. You know what I mean? For consistency. At least that's how I see it. But like here, we would do something along these lines, and then we would try to get close again, right? Or we would go for a throw. And I'm not saying that it's bad. But like, at this range here, we still can threaten. Right? Even if we store again, right? We can still threaten. They can't throw. I think we can walk out a punch. Yeah, we can still walk out a punch. And look at the difference here, right? If I mash this hard punch, I get hit. If I go for a crouching medium kick, I get hit. If I go for a standing strong, I can still attack. So again, at this range here, I can still attack here, right? Oops, I have to use medium kick. Oh, whoa. I can still strike. But I'm also out of range of like lights as well if I walk backwards. What if I could like counter? I can't. Big Daddy? Big Nasty? You can call me Big Daddy too. It's okay as well. And I started to look at stuff like this here. You know what I mean? Was it that? I think it was. Because you can't throw here. Big Monarch? Yeah, right. What was the other one? There was another one that I had. Was it forward? Yeah. It's like you notice that like here you get a lot of options. And I'm not saying you don't get options here, but like you're kind of required to like attack on first frame. And I don't like that. You know what I mean? Because again, you're like susceptible to like other options. So I want to find options in which it knocks me down and it puts me in a threatening range, but I'm still out of range of throw in like light attacks. Because I can always stuff an attack. That's not the question. I can always do that. But I also can... Oops. I can always attack as well. This is where I'm going to struggle, right? Stuff like that. Yeah. It's easier to do that. It's harder to do the forward because it moves you forward a bit. You know what I mean? It's much harder. There it is. And I think that playing in that way would work out. Now, on top of it, we also know that her fireball also requires time to cook. What I mean by cook is if you're up close, you're only, I think you're -3 here on block. Right? You're -3 here. Right? But like even from this range here, you see how it had time to travel? And now we're +10. And that's a big difference, right? That's a big deal. That sucks. Like, even here, right? I can still throw that out and still be minus, or I can do that as well. Why did my screen just turn off? There it is. Like, at that range, I can still do something, right? They can't press a button in between there. Let's just say they press a button after the third strike. See how I'm still out of range here? They can't attack there. Like here, they have to use something slow. They have to do this, right? And they get tagged. See? So I'm out of range of throws, most strikes, right? Unless they change the timing. You know what I mean? It's like, and when I'm like here, right? I can always opt to not like throw here because, you know, obviously they can like DP there. But the whole point of this is not just to like be outside of range. My whole point is to like increase deception. Is to increase like unsureness, right? To make you second guess. Yeah, I'm not saying it's perfect, right? And like the whole point is that this is just like an idea. Like my goal is to flesh this out. It's also because I think they both have 7-frame medium kicks. What's up, traveling villager? So my whole goal is that if I'm this close, you know, I have to act. May it be blocking, parry, throw, strike. I have to do something up here because like I too am at like risk of like a throw. If I like block here, I'm at risk of a throw. Yeah, sure. You definitely can ask. So like blocking here, although like, yeah, it will work against like strikes and stuff. But like, I'm also at risk of a throw, which makes me have to attack a throw, which puts me at risk of a strike, you know? But if I'm here, you're not going to go for a throw, right? But I can still strike you, right? I can still attack you, right? There's still risk there for like you. And there's still risk because I can always do that. So are you confident with trying to like DP me here? And the whole point is that like you're not sure. You're less sure what to do here than you are here. A music related question? Yeah, sure. Is it going to be about my music that I play? It's crazy that this attack here is just as plus as this attack here, and they're both heavies. Like, is everything I do like fucking one? What's up, Divine Yard? You have anything for when they rise in place after a mid-screen? That's kind of like what I'm going to start to look at today, Sparks. I don't know what you mean. The Vineyard. It's a music video. I'm not clicking links or anything. So if it's not on topic, I would question whether or not it's good to talk about now. I don't know what shoe on head is. Gay Frogs, Alex Jones. I'm pretty sure I've seen that at some point. But also incredibly, like, irrelevant. Shoe on head. I don't know what you're talking about, Divine Yard. I feel like you're talking in riddles. Yeah, maybe it might not be, especially since I asked you multiple times yesterday. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, so your question is like rolling in place. Now, is your concern that they're going to press a button? Or you want to shimmy? Because you could just, like, stand still. You know what I mean? You could force a shimmy not on wake up. You could force it on block. That's also an option. So your concern is that. But it, like, at this range here, you can always walk back, right? But you have to recognize the quick stand. So toxic. Can't backdash though. Yeah, you have to recognize it. Yeah, that might be hard. Yeah, that is hard to do, though. Yeah, because they're on the ground, most definitely. I feel like if they quick rise in place, you might just want to take the strike. Yeah, if they delay, then most definitely. Keep in mind, too, that you do have the chance to, like, do something like... You could do that. Yeah, you still can't do that. That's a popular one that I tend to do. So let's look at this. I want to look at popular knockdowns. And I want to find options for those. So let's think. So medium fuha. I'm going to be doing first, like, only mid-screen, right? So medium fuha is an option. Another option is going to be... we are further, I believe. One, two, third line. Closer. One, two. Yeah, so we're closer here. than if they did this. Actually, no. It's a matter of how much the screen tears. One. Oh, no, it's two. It's the 1, 2. That's right. Yeah, it's like 2.5. Okay, yeah, so you're further out when using Light Tensenrin. What are we on Go-Oh? I think we're even further. 1, 2. I think that's the furthest one, right? One, 2, 2.5. 1, 2, almost 3. Yeah. So this is about the same as I think it's all a matter of how much the screen tears. Because did you notice Juri stands in place here? She doesn't move forward. Whereas for this, she moves very forward. So the knockdown is probably the same. It's just how much she moves forward. But yeah, you're further away on that there. All three of these have plus 37 on knockdown. So you have more frames to work with. So short, medium, far. So with that in mind, 37, you get the same amount of frames, just how far they go. So again, this will be the closest you are. But that doesn't also tell the story, because if you dash forward, you probably are a little bit further out as well. Yeah. Yeah, you're a little bit further out. So with that in mind, let's turn on throw. You're really far out there, right? Yeah, you're just about the same distance. This one, you're further out, most definitely. So you see the difference in the one dash? There's a whiff. There's a connection. There's a connection. Now this does the most amount of damage, most definitely, right? Now the question is, After the dash, I can walk out of all of those, right? This also applies probably for the medium kick as well. Yep. This is the closest one. You still get hit if I do it too early. So what about 10 Senrin? That's on the furthest out. Still get hit, yeah. A little bit easier, I think. Okay. Who has a really short range crouching medium kick? Terry has a long one. Where's that list that I had? Ken? He has a very moderate one. Let's see. Where's my list? Okay, let's see. Yeah, Ken has a pretty crappy one. Rashid and Ed as well. Rashid, Ed, Jamie, mine, Ken. Still. Slight walk back, you get it. You walk into it. That's crazy. That's mad far. First crashing that has shorter range than her jab. Yeah. Mai and Lily. Yep. Whereas in contrast to looking at someone like Terry, Something wrong with the pussy? Yeah, I think it doesn't matter who. If you don't commit, you have to walk back super early. Holy shit. I block low. It's gonna hit. I don't think so. It's an annoying match, but I don't think there's anything in the match specifically that gives Juri a hard time. Yeah, slight walk back and so I don't think there's anyone in the cast that you can't outrange by doing this. Wow, you can't even walk out of range of that. What the fuck? Yeah, you can't even walk out of range of her shit. Thank God she's not buffed. Watch your mouth. After the dash, what are we? 15. If you crouch, you can't convert. Yeah, no, but still though. So from here, you have the option to wait, can I not? Crush the low? Shut up, Hanma. Can you not throw after a 10 Senrin? Have I been wrong this whole time? You can't throw after a 10 Senrin. You're too far. Huh, I've been wrong this whole time. Interesting. That apply. for this. Yeah. I don't know why I never considered distances for that. I feel like that's something I should have known the whole time. Yeah, I would assume that I just timed it wrong. That's what I would think. I just timed it wrong. Yeah. I would think there's no reason to go over that instead a store, unless you're specifically going for the spacing. That's what I'm saying. But if you're not going for the spacing, I wouldn't go for that one there. Just like here. It's just like there. It's like versus. You know what I mean? It's like more damage there. Better spacing. Yeah. But like I'm saying, like the opponent's not gonna know why we're doing that. Do you see what I'm saying? Because here we might be able to space better. Actually, do we space there better? Go on. Yeah. But you're better spaced out on the light. Probably frame advantage. 28, I believe. 27. 36, yeah. You have more time to get around. But here's the thing, chat. It also matters also. Let me go back to someone who doesn't yell and scream the whole time. It also matters too what button you press to go into the store, right? So I'm assuming here probably is a different spacing. There. Oh, yeah. About the same. Yeah, no. You're closer here. So I'm assuming the distance also matters what button you press going into it. Yeah, you're much further out. So like again, it's like these are things your opponent's not going to know. I'm assuming. Is there a reality where I can space this? Oh, there is not. Oh yeah. Never mind. Okay, so all intents purposes, I can do this. I can't. Oh, he used that. That's fine. 7. That doesn't punish, so. Still in range. Nah, it's not gonna work. Interesting. Am I too far there? Huh. No, I'm still in range. I don't think I'm in range for that, though. Yeah, you're not in range. Yeah, you're not in range. Trade there. 8. One. That sucks. Whoa. All right, so the question that I have here with looking at stuff like this is that you still pose the threat of this here. You can always confirm into that. But the question is, how do I get someone to not want to act there? Because the point would be... Oh my god, my head hurts. What the fuck? I'm gonna go grab a drink, chat. I'll be right back. I just coughed and my fucking head started hurting. Holy shit. I'll be right back. back, chat. I think today will be a short stream because my head is really bumping. Okay. Where was I? What are we set to do? Not really. It's good to know because there are times where I actually do that. But knowing that we're further out, that set us up for that? Might set us up really well. Damn. We're too far out there. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's too close. So we're closest on Hoo-Ha. I think we're too far. I think we're 15, right? Oh. I thought that would be it. Yeah, that does work. You have to time it, right? Actually, you don't even need to time that. That's actually kind of cool. I think that's pretty cool. Uses one bar all the same. I don't think you're close enough though. The throw. Right there. Oh, that shouldn't trade. You do trade. Ay, ya mother. Punch. Kick. Actually. That not can't. Oh, because of the hitbox. No wonder. Does me no good though. That does me no good.
Demonicax is not following.
Demonica, how are you? Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you, homie. That does work. But this would probably whiff. Yeah. So you see, at least adding that variable is weird. Like I don't think I would spend the bar on it, you know? I don't think I would spend the bar here. But you notice how like I can't walk outside of this range here? I get tagged by it. Versus like here. I can walk outside. It's the same amount of frame advantage, but I'm further out depending on what button I press. So I think like 10 Senrin's a spacer. I don't really think mid-screen is like it's the worst thing in the world, but it's mostly delay timings and such. Let me just take note of this. So this allows me to trade on this. It should allow me to trade. Sorry, I'm taking a few notes. So neither. But off a light, it should. I think the medium will not space the light, whereas the light tend. Yeah. Same thing probably for that too. Neither of them spaces. Okay, cool. Let's move on to this option. This depends on how far we are. It's gonna give us different advantage. Fast. Get a double dash though, which is nice. Okay, double dash. Spacing, most definitely. Yeah, spacing. Let's look at... I forgot to look at this, actually. Don't get carried away. Still there. Ah. Oh, in this case, you still can. No wonder I never noticed. No wonder I never noticed this. Off of forward, Tenzin, you're closer. You can. Oh, it's the really far one. Oh, you're too far. Got it. Wait, no. I'm bugging. Hmm? Yeah, you still can. It's the far version, so you can. Far. I've been doing the lights more. 2 lights, I should be able to do it. I think it's the 3 where it's the problem. Yeah. Look your mother. That's good. That doesn't work though. Okay, let's look at EP. I don't think I can get Oki here either way. The question is if I'm going to strike or throw. I can't throw here either. So there never was a threat of that either way. Wow. You're only plus 28? Huh. What was I thinking? 28. Oh my god, I'm getting really tired. Holy shit. Oh. Not really much I could do with this mid-screen, I think. Would think get more frame advantage there. Nice one. I think using that, it's less damage though. That's corner I think. I don't get Oki here though. It's less damage, but it's only 400. I don't know why my head hurts. Holy shit. I'm gonna sleep like a motherfucker tonight. I'm only gonna be on for like another few minutes because I can already feel like I'm getting like tired to the point where I feel sick. I don't really like that if you think about it. No, I've just been really tired today for some reason. Might be coming down with something. Maybe. What's up, Creighton? Post throw has always been a hard time for Juri. She doesn't get anything off a post throw. She doesn't get anything that's like real, unless it's like a punish counter. She doesn't get anything that's real. Like, she can do something like this here, right? Like, you run that risk. You do something like that. That's not real. Because if they don't press a button, you get hit. That sucks. Yeah, I can't walk out of range of that. Don't get carried away. Oh my god, I can't do anything right now. I cannot focus. I cannot focus at all right now. My brain is mush. I'm gonna call it here, guys. My head is hurting like crazy. I know it was a short stream. I know there wasn't much going on, but my head is mush. I'm having a really hard time with keeping focused. This will be something I want to revisit later at another time. I'll be back on over the weekend. After the weekend. What is wrong with my head right now? I'm tired. So yeah, I'm sorry for the short stream. I'm really sorry, but I need to go lay down. All right, thanks a lot for coming through. As always, I love you all. Hit up the Discord if you want to keep in touch with me. Again, I'm sorry for the short stream. All right, I'll talk to you.